Audio, audio. One of these times I'll actually start with everything set up. I think the audio is not working. Oh. That's very weird. I just had to change something and change it back. Anyways, how's it going? Doing another late stream, but I was pretty excited from earlier today, figuring out the dot files and I really want to get this set up. So earlier today, I got the initial dot files set up in one of the repos. Oh, that one's cool. Here, in a dot files repo. Pretty basic stuff. Nothing too fancy. Just getting the initial structure up. But while doing that, I was playing around with neovim. That was also in the stream. And I think I want to get a couple more things set up for development. Specifically, I don't know. Mostly it was the syntax highlighting. And then I saw this article here, configuring neovim for Swift development, which is interesting because it's on swift.org. It's the official article. So I was thinking, maybe we'll read through this, see what it has to offer. Oh yeah, and then just to kind of remember what we did today, I set it up so if I said cd, what is it? I don't know, cd dot, right? I'll jump to the dot files, cd pomo. What if I said cdp? All I have to type in is cdp. It just goes directly to the folder. It knows that I want that. Because this is from Z Oxide. Because I've gone to this directory so many times, it's put that as like a high priority path. So when I said cdp, it matches the first folder with the P in the name. And that's what you get. If I did cdp tab, I actually don't know what happened. Actually, I'm already in this directory, so I think I have to get out first. cdp tab. Oh, that doesn't work. I just have to go to cdp. Anyways, did that. Also did fzf for fuzzy finding, and it fuzzy finds any folder that I want, like a Docker file. Hitting enter doesn't really do anything because it just spits it out at back to the terminal. But so I need to do something like I don't know, nvim fzf. So then I can say wait, is it case sensitive? Docker. Oh, nice. It's not. So if I hit enter, now I can actually work with this. Now it would be nice to have the syntax highlighting and maybe autocomplete and stuff like that. I know Xcode is the main way to work with it, but I think it would be cool trying to set up nvim. So plus that'll help me get used to nvim a little bit more. So let's just check it out. Neovim is a modern re-implementation of Vim, popular terminal-based text editor. Neovim adds features like asynchronous operations and a powerful Lua bindings for a snappy editing experience, in addition to the improvements Vim brings to the original VI editor. So it's funny because it's like you start with VI, then VIM came around. Wasn't there something called Vim Plus? I thought there was. Maybe not. Okay, I'm just making stuff up. What is this? Next key. This article walks you through configuring neovim for Swift development, providing configurations for various plugins to build a working Swift editing experience. It's not a tutorial on how to use neovim and assumes some familiarity with modal text editors like neovim. Modal text editors. Vim or VI. I have some familiarity, so cool. We are also assuming that you already have installed a Swift toolchain on your computer. If not, see the Swift installation. Well, I'm on Mac, so I already have this. Although the article references Ubuntu, the configuration itself works on any operating system where a recent version of neovim and Swift toolchain is available. Basic setup and configuration includes installing neovim. I did that. Installing lazy.nvim. Cool. Configuring the SourceKit LSP server. Cool. Setting up a language server-driven auto-completion with nvim CMP. I want that. Setting up snippets with Lua snip. I want that. So if we can get through this in maybe an hour or so, I'd be really happy. The following sections are provided to guide you through the setup: prerequisites, package management, LSS, language server support, file updates, autocomplete, and snippets. If you have neovim, Swift, and a package manager installed, you can skip to setting up language server support. All right, so I'm gonna skip a lot of this. Ooh, so this is assuming that we're on Ubuntu. I guess they use Snap for their Unity desktop. Does it say that somewhere here? So normally you do use apt install neovim. For this, I use Snap. Okay. Wait, the Lua APIs are exposed by neovim under rapid development. We will take advantage of the recent improvements in the integrated support for the LSP. LSP is really cool. I only learned about it recently, but LSP is like a protocol for any language, which helps you with stuff, I think, for meaning syntax highlighting, maybe autocomplete. And that's my high level understanding of it. Don't know too much more besides that. Getting started. Okay, but I've already installed nvim as we're not in nvim yet. Nvim version, see, I'm on version 0.10, which is more recent than this. Is that it? Yeah. LuaJit. Cool. I've done a little bit of Lua before for a game when I was doing my one app a week. I think so. I have a little bit of familiarity, but that was like years ago, maybe 10 years ago. We have working copies of neovim and Swift in our path. While we can start with a vim rc file, nvim is transitioning from using vim script to Lua. Lua is easier to find documentation for since it's an actual program. Oh, burn. Except it's just true. Tends to run faster and pulls your configuration out of the main run loop, so your editor stays nice and snappy. What? Tends to run faster and pulls your configuration out of the main run loop. I don't know what that means. The main run loop. Maybe that's like when the application starts? I don't know. So your editor stays nice and snappy. You can still use a vimrc with a vim script, but we'll use Lua. Cool. Yeah, I want to use Lua. The main neovim configuration goes in .config/nvim. The other Lua files go in /config/nvim/Lua. Go ahead and create an init.lua now. And I think this goes in my dot files. Am I... Wait. Cool. It's funny how, when I do ls, there's like nothing there. Even that LSLA is usually what I like to run because all of this is there. Oh, it's a Git folder. Okay. Because all of these are dot files, so they're kind of hidden, which is funny because that's the whole point of this this folder. So, oh, also, I forgot I installed Rectangle, so I can do that. What do they want me to do? Make, what's -p? I actually just want it in the same folder here. P is, it makes the folders, like if the folder doesn't exist, make it. So in this case, it's making 3 folders: .config, .envim, and Lua. And now it wants me to go in there. So the config file is here, and then here. Here it's using -s and -f. -s creates a symbolic link. F forces it, overrides it. It overrides it, but what if I wanted to do a folder? Where's ChatGPT? Is this what I did earlier? I probably don't even need to ask this question because it's right there. It's the same thing. So ln sf dot files dot config, and then dot, oh yeah, locally that will be to dot config. Let's save this. So let's see if this works. Oops. So now we can say setup. Why did I say? Oh well. Okay, so now it should be set up. And now, locally, I have okay, I think I did something wrong here. I don't know what this is. Yo man? I don't think I care if that gets deleted, but clearly something went wrong. Yeah, that's not helpful. Okay, so, oh, that's so nice. I could say cd dot. Okay, setup. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll rename this to config. Whoops. I'll rename this to config2. Now we run this. There we go. Now there's a config, and I can just move the config store back. Ta-da! I don't know if I want the config store, but at least NVim is there. Okay, so yeah, config points to there. And if I go into my dot files, config, where'd Lua go? Okay, whatever. There we go. That took way too long. Okay, so now config. Now we're creating an init.lua. Oh my goodness, it took so long just to get here. And that's funny because I have neovim here and VS Code here. So it's like I have a text editor within a text editor. The examples below contains a GitHub link to the plugin to help you readily access the documentation. You can also explore the plugin itself. Packaging with lazy.neovim. While it's possible to set up everything manually, using a package manager helps your packages up to date and ensures that everything is installed correctly when can I not read? Using a package manager helps keep your packages up to date and ensures that everything is installed correctly when copy your configuration to a new computer. That's not me, right? When copying your configuration is probably what they meant. Neovim also has a built-in plugin manager, but I have found lazy.neovim to work well. Sounds good to me. Primogen also talked about lazy.neovim, so why not? That seems to be the main way, even if it already has a built-in plugin manager, so we'll just use that. Which is a funny system if people don't use the default stuff, but if the default stuff doesn't work, then oh well. We will start with a little bootstrapping script to install lazy.neovim if it isn't installed already. Add it to our runtime path, and finally configure our packages. At the top of your Lua, write this. Actually, what I'm gonna do is, let's check their GitHub. Is a modern plugin manager for neovim. Cool. Features: manages all your neovim plugins with a powerful UI, fast startup times, thanks to automatic caching and bytecode compilation of Lua modules. That's cool. Partial clones instead of shallow clones. Interesting. Automatic lazy loading of Lua modules and lazy loading on events, commands, file types, and key mappings automatically installs missing plugins. Async, no need to manually compile, correct sequencing. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Nerd font. I kind of want nerd font. Wait, this is optional, but I do want it. Is there a better way to download it besides downloading it? Brew, install, nerd font. Where's Cask fonts? Whoa, it's been archived. To the main homebrew Cask repo. We will migrate all nerd fonts to the main Cask repo and introduce a redirect. Okay. So they're moving fonts into the main one. I guess that's fine. I just want fonts. So this one. Yeah. Best option if you want an archive or complete font family. Best option if on macOS and want to use Homebrew. Yeah. Sounds good to me. And then let's see. Notion. Not this project. Where did I... Wait, it was that same one. Dot files. Font hack nerd font. So I'm just making sure I record that because I want to brew install it. Just to make sure we get the fonts. There's probably some fonts in there that I want. Hack nerd font. I mean, yeah, sure. That sounds good to me. Okay, I installed some sort of nerd font. Okay, that's fine. So I got all that. You can add the following Lua code. So this is probably the same thing over there. What was it called? Init.lua. Do we need a... Okay, well... Next step is to add lazy.envim. Next step is to add lazy.envim below the code added in the prior step. Below the code added. Do you mean like just like that? Why didn't they just tell me to copy that? Let's read this. Okay. So you have a lazy path, that's data /lazy/lazy.envim. If not vim or vim loop, then vim function system git clone. Okay, so it's gonna git clone lazy.envim.git, the latest stable release. So it's gonna download the GitHub repo, prepend the lazy path, and then require lazy set up the plugins. Plugins, this should be a table or a string. Let's switch back to this and see what this says. This is at the top of your Lua, write this. This is the same exact thing. Blob none. So this is cloning it from the GitHub repo, prepending the lazy path. The snippet clones it, and if it doesn't already exist, if not, I guess this, and then adds it to the runtime path. Okay. Now we initialize lazy and .envim and tell it where to look for the plugin specs. Require lazy, setup, plugins. Oh. So it's not... Okay, that's why. So this one we can copy directly. This one, it actually wants us to put in plugins or options, such as this, which here we pass it a table. No, what is this? This is a list of plugins. I don't think plugins... Okay. This configures lazy.nvim to look in a plugins directory under our Lua directory for each plugin. We'll also want a place to put our own non-plugin related configuration, so we'll stick it in config. Go ahead and create those directories now. So, cool. Sure. Wait. Yeah. What folder were we supposed to be in? Yeah, we cd into the nvim, so init.lua should be on this level, but then there's also a Lua folder. So Lua/plugins, Lua/config. Lua folder with config and plugins. Yep. See configuration for details on configuring lazy.nvim. And this is the README. This is the same README after installation. Okay, I think we gotta make this a little bit bigger. Why is... There's like so much... I'd like to minimize this right side. I don't think GitHub allows me to. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff I'm skipping over for now. Lazy loading. Auto magically lazy loads Lua module, so it's not needed to specify module everywhere in your plugin specification. This means if you have plugin A that is lazy loaded and plugin B that requires a module, then plugin A will be loaded on demand as expected. If you don't want this behavior for a certain plugin, you can specify that with modules equals false. You can then manually load the plugin with lazy load foobar.nvim. You configure lazy.nvim to lazy load all plugins by default with config.defaults.lazy equals true. Additionally, you can also lazy load on events commands, file type, and key mapping. Okay. Plugins will be lazy loaded when one of the following is true. When the plugin only exists as a dependency in your spec, if it has an event command, ft, or keys key, or if config.defaults.lazy is equal to true, which I probably want that one. What are we looking at? Comes with the following defaults. If you don't want to use a nerd font, you can replace the icons with Unicode symbols. Note that your configuration won't look exactly like this. We only have installed lazy.nvim, so that is the only plugin that is listed on your configuration at the moment. It's not very exciting to look at, so I've added a few additional plugins to make it look more appealing. And they have a couple of different ones. Cool. fsf.vim. Lua snip. To check that it's working, launch neovim. You should first see an error saying that there are no specs found for the module plugins. This just means that there aren't any plugins. Okay. Error detected. No specs found for module plugins. Because we're trying to load the plugins module, which doesn't exist. Because I typed in a string here. This was the weird part. But yeah, I guess that's what they were trying to do. Press enter and type lazy. Oh, cool, cool. I feel like I need a full screen terminal for this. How do I get out of here? Let's do a full terminal. Okay, I need to make this bigger. Whoa. Okay, so lazy.nvim lists the plugins installed. So we only have the lazy.nvim plugin. Oh, this is cool. There should only be one right now, lazy.nvim. This is lazy.nvim tracking and updating itself. So it knows it's loaded. It took 3 milliseconds. There's some weird symbol. And init.lua. Pressing I will install new plugins. Pressing U will update. Pressing X will delete. Any plugins that lazy.nvim installed but are no longer tracked in your configuration. So if I hit U, capital U, so shift U, I think I just updated it. Already up to date. So if I hit update a couple of times, that's just what it does. So if I do, oh, you can check the logs. I can debug it. I can ask for help. I can check. I don't know what H does right there. It just, okay, whatever. Cool, cool, okay. Language servers support. Okay, this is the interesting thing. Language servers respond to editor requests providing language-specific support. Neovim has support for LSP, Language Server Protocol, built in, so you don't need an external package for LSP. But adding a configuration for each LSP server manually is a lot. But adding configuration is a lot of work. Neovim has a package for configuring LSP servers, nvim lsp config. Go ahead and create a new file under lua.plugins.lsp.lua. In it, we'll start by adding the following snippet. Okay, you're the boss. How do we quit this? Oh, there's lazylock.json. Cool. CD Lua. CD plugins. Go ahead and create a new file. In it, we'll start by adding, so we can say nvim lsp.lua. So I'll copy this. And neovim/lvim. So okay, this is like a list or a table. The first one's the name of the plugin. The second one is in the config key. We're setting that to a function. The function is just requiring lsp config, and then it calls setup. So it's just setting config, just sets it up, or calls setup to set it up. While this gives us LSP supports through sourcekit.lsp. Oh, because it says .sourcekit.setup, so it's setting up sourcekit specifically. There are no key bindings, so it is not very practical. Let's hook those up now. We'll set up an auto command that fires when LSP attaches in the config, so under where we set up the sourcekit server. The key bindings are applied to all LSP servers, so you'll end up with a consistent experience across languages. So it's just this section. No, that's okay. Yeah. What? Okay. I've created a little example Swift package that computes Fibonacci numbers asynchronously. Pressing Shift K on one of the references to the Fibonacci sequence shows the documentation for that function along with the function signature. The LSP integration is also showing that we have an error in the code. Okay, let's read what we just pasted in here. LSP attached. So this is for source kit. It set it up, and then it said and vim.api.nvim create auto command LSP attached description LSP actions. The callback is setting the key map so that in normal mode hitting K will hover, no remap, silent, and then typing GD will show the definition. Capital K and GD in normal mode. Oh yeah, Shift K will show the documentation. Oh, it's like if you hover, it's just like in Xcode when you hover over it. And then it didn't say GD yet, so it's fine. But am I supposed to just like... Wait, hold up. Oh no. Oh. Sure, let's do the app state. It said if I do Shift K, Shift K. Oh, that is wild. So if I do Shift K, it says it tells me it's a class, an observable object. It's not really helpful right now, but if I tried it again in a more complex, let's do a more complex one. Like how about oh, what is this? So it's like showing me the docs, the Swift docs. Do I have any views? Like how about this? Okay, this should be a good test. So it's like saying, what is Pomodoro timer? So I hit Shift K. I hit U to undo that. Shift U to undo that. Oh, it's just saying no information available. What about any cancelable? That should have a lot of information. Wait, how do I go in there? Learn how to navigate. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so if I hit Shift K twice, it goes in there. A type erasing cancelable object that executes a provided closure when canceled. So I just literally just see the markdown. Discussion. Subscriber implementations can use this type to provide a cancellation token that makes it possible to call. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So it's like, imagine if I went to here. Shift K. No information. I need to put more docs everywhere. Okay, enough of that. File updating. SourceKit LSP increasingly relies on the editor information that the editor informing the server when certain files change. This need is communicated through dynamic registration. You don't have to understand what that means, but neovim doesn't implement dynamic registration. You'll notice this when you update your package manifest or add new files to your compile commands file. An LSP doesn't work without restarting neovim. Instead, we know that SourceKit LSP needs this functionality, so we'll enable it statically. We'll update our SourceKit setup configuration to manually set the did change watch files capability. If you're interested in reading more about this issue, the conversations in the following issues describe the issue more in detail. The conversations in the following issues describe the issue. I can't tell if I'm like too tired or if the sentence actually doesn't make sense. If you're interested in reading more about this issue, so this problem, the conversations in the following issues, I'm guessing GitHub issues, describe the problem in more detail. Why do they gotta use the same word for different things? And yeah, it's a GitHub issue. Ooh. But, oh, okay, so this is in the setup. So if I copy this, do nvim, here. This 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all spaces. Spaces are tabs. I just used tabs. I need to change this because this is clearly tabs. Anyways, did you ever see that episode in Silicon Valley? I can see why it's so frustrating. I mean, like, I think in general, I'm pretty sure people just say use whatever everything else is using, like use whatever the default in the project is. But I can see how tabs is very, like, this is like, 1, 2, wait, tabs are a little weird. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here it's one, like, I think it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8 spaces worth. But you should be able to change neovim or something else to say, you know, Tabs are only 2 spaces or anything like that. So maybe, that is a plus for tabs. Anyways, now I'm thinking a lot more about it. Autocomplete. Let's do autocomplete, shall we? We will use NVim CMP to act as the autocomplete mechanism. We'll start by telling lazy NVim to download the package and load it lazily when we enter insert mode, since you don't need autocompletion if you're not editing. Okay, so let's get out of that. And right now we're in plugins, so you can say nvim autocomplete.lua. So now we're in here, and I guess we only need this part. So this is some random person's repo, not versioned. And when you insert enter, then I guess it runs it. Next. So this is not Swift specific, it's just autocomplete. A completion engine plugin for neovim written in Lua. Completion sources are installed from external repositories and sourced. Yeah, this person made a lot. Okay. Next, we'll configure some completion sources to provide auto-completion results. NVim CMP doesn't come with completion sources. Those are additional plugins. For this configuration, I want results based on LSP, file path completion, and the text in my current buffer. For more, the NVim CMP wiki has a list of sources. To start, we'll tell lazy.nvim about the new plugins and that NVim CMP depends on them to ensure that lazy.nvim will initialize each of them when NVim CMP is loaded. So we'll go back here. Whoa. Does it want me to install it? Insert enter already up to date. Update. Okay. So to start, okay, so we're saying it depends on these plugins, and we are installing these plugins, and I think there's some missing double quotes here. There's no comments here, there. What is wrong with this tutorial? Okay, and then here, I guess we'll do this and fix this. So we're saying there's 4. Oh, okay. So autocomplete is a plugin itself, but it has kind of 4 plugins. So we have NVim CMP, and then these 4 plugins, but this one depends on the other 3, which is fine. Now we need to configure NVim CMP to take advantage of the auto-completion sources. Unlike many other plugins, NVim CMP hides many of its inner workings, so configuring it is a little different from other plugins. Specifically, you'll notice the differences around setting key bindings. We'll start out by requiring the module from within its own configuration function, and we'll call the setup function explicitly. So by calling So when NVim CMP is configured, we're calling the setup explicitly by setting up ops from these 3 sources and making the enter key. So whenever you carriage return, whenever you hit enter, it confirms the selection. Interesting. So it's saying this, get the completion results from these 3 other plugins. Wow. Okay. Is there a way to... Okay, there's got to be a fast way to do this. Vim, tab, multiple lines. Indent multiple lines is what I should say. Use the to indent 5 lines. Okay, let's try it out. So I want to... How do you redo? Vim, redo. U undoes. Is it shift U? I think it's shift U. Okay, it's just control R. Cool. I need line numbers here. I really need to configure my NVIM. Okay, so to indent 5 lines, let's see, we want to indent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I can see why local relative lines are helpful now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So what I'm going to do is say to mark to indent. How about this? What was it? What? Pattern not found. AOU and what? Vim, go to press 0 or okay, so I can hit 0 to go to the very beginning, or caret, or is it 6? Whoops. It's definitely caret. That's a very awkward one, but okay. Is there a better one? Ew. Isn't that like reg? Whoa, what did I just do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, what did I just do? Let's get out of here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm not done yet. Okay, so... Oh man, I'm stumbling around this. Right, that's what I was doing. It was like tab, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So let's do... Okay, I wasn't selecting it. Let's do 1.5. So that's 15, and then shift greater than. Oh, carry. I did it. Carry. Except the only problem is these are all spaces, I think. This is character. Alright, that's good enough. So you just type in the number and then it's indent is the greater than sign. I'm guessing unindent is the other sign. Less than. Using the tab key to select auto completions is a fairly popular option to select. So we'll go ahead and set that up now. Did something change? I can't tell. Did the colors change? Anyways. I don't even know if the... Yeah, whatever. Using tab. Okay, so mapping. Here. Where's the dollar sign? Cool. Nice. I can jump around. Okay. We already have this one. So we'll just copy this. Paste. How many lines is that? What if I do it the wrong way? Oh, that's very wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we'll do 15, tab. 15, tab. 15, tab. And then this is kind of awkward because it's like, where are the spaces coming from? Why is there... It's very awkward because if I copy it from over here, it copies over the spaces. So now the spacing's all messed up, which I really don't like. And maybe that's one argument for spaces. It's like if people... Actually, that's not an argument for spaces because these could be spaces or tabs. So if you paste them over, what do? Convert it? I don't know. Pressing tab while the completion menu is visible will select the next completion, and shift tab will select the previous one. The tab behavior falls back on whatever predefined behavior was there originally if the menu isn't available. Okay, so I need a new window. So it's Control W. It's Control W and then S. Control W S. No, Control W S. That's in neovim. Tmux. New pane. Control BW. This is different. I need to configure tmux to create panes the same way I would do that in neovim. Control B. first. Control B. Control B. And then Control B and switch the pane. Control B space. Control B. Oh. How do I switch between the panes? Switch the next pane. I don't like using the arrow keys. I feel like I'm going back to where when I didn't use my mouse a lot. I kind of like that workflow. Control B, down. Whoa. So now I can type. Whoa. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is in here, we'll CD into Pomo. And then we'll do neovim, fuzzy search, and go into timer view. Error detected. Failed to load. Unexpected symbol near net.limit13. Okay. So now we'll go here and wait, actually. Line. Oh, it's actually autocomplete 38. I really need line numbers. Ooh, that works. What if I did this? I'm gonna have to set it every time. Set number. That's fine. So I said line. One of these lines. Line 38. Expected symbol near 38. Oh, I could have done this. Check it out, check it out. 38. How do I close this? Pane. X. So I just hit this, X. Yes. Ooh, cool, cool, cool. Okay. So this is for local ops. This, what? One of these aren't needed. Okay, wait. So this one that I'm highlighting now is the end of the mapping. Mapping.confirm. Sure. It's similar to this. So now this is the end of mapping insert. And this is just not needed. Yeah. Okay, so you hit this and then you create a new one by doing that. Oh my goodness, I'm navigating. CD, Pomo, and Vim. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. And then I can do timer view, enter, and then we're in here. Oh my goodness. I broke it. I broke it. Oh, there it is. Whoa. How do I? Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness, that's cool. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. So what do we have? We have enter to select, we have tab, and we have shift tab, but I think there was something wrong with the shift tab. How did I have two of these? So I guess that's fine for now. Maybe I'll fix that later. Snippets. Snippets are a great way to improve your workflow by expanding on short pieces of text into anything you like. Let's hook those up now. We'll use Lua Snip as our snippet plugin. Create a new file in a plugins directory. Actually, oops. Yes. And then so we'll do nvim snippets.lua. And then we'll copy this. Copy, paste it in there. Save it. And what are we doing here? So we're taking it from this repo. The configuration is we'll call setup, passing in some ops. I don't know what that is. We'll also require the loaders from snipmate and load the paths from .snippets. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have a snippets folder with a couple of snippets. Now we'll wire the snippet expansions into nvim CMP. First we'll add Lua snip as a dependency to ensure that it gets loaded. Before that, then we'll wire it into the tab key expansion behavior. Nvim autocomplete. Thank you. So a Lewis snip. Oh. How do we do it relative? Three, right? No. 4? There's something weird with the relative number. 4. Whatever. 4. I gotta figure out what's going on with the tabs and the spaces. Automatic toggle. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we got the snippets in there. And I think I'm just gonna fix this. And what I mean by fix, I mean, okay, so my eyes are looking at the number 14, so I know it's gonna be 15. So like 15. No, actually, just kidding. Cancel that. It should be 14 because I'm actually looking at. No, it is 15. Wait, where do I want to delete? So I want to delete tab and shift tab. So I'm looking at the line where it says end. IS. That's on line where it says 13. So actually, what I want is 14. DD to delete that. Yes, perfect. Go up 1. Shift A. I need something to. Here, let me do this first. Here, okay, fine. Let me do this. I think I want something to show the keys that I'm typing, because I think that would be kind of helpful. Oh, space capsule sounds cool. Okay, what I want is keyline pi. use this specifically. Why does it have to be called that? I mean, yeah. I'd prefer to use Homebrew to install, but kind of makes sense. This is not intended to be this is not intended to be open software. Oh, cool. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, so I just completely closed the wrong window. Tmux attach. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Tmux. Oh my god, that's so cool. I accidentally closed it, but I still have my session. That's amazing. Oh my god. The tools are working. This is such a good experience. Here's something interesting. If I do this normally, can you see? Whoops. How do I? Okay, what did I need to do? So if I just use keyboard shortcuts to go up and down, you won't be able to see anything. But that's okay. So what am I doing? Tab, S-tab. Oh, right. So what I need to do is I'm putting this here, and I'm saying I need to tab over up to here. So it says 17, but what that means is I need to do 18. Tab. 18, tab. That's good enough. You don't even see. Did it show? It didn't show anything. It only does it if I hit command. Move. What's this? I don't know if this works. Oh. Toggle using. Oh. Okay, so it's not really gonna work because it only works if I hold command. So that's okay for now. At least I know about the attach. Let's continue. Now our tab key is thoroughly overloaded in super tab fashion. If the completion window is open, pressing tab selects the next item. If you tab over a snippet, the snippet will expand. If you're neither auto-completing nor expanding a snippet, it will behave like a normal tab key. Now we need to write up some snippets. Lua Snip supports several snippet formats, including a subset of the popular TextMate, Video Studio, formats, Visual Studio Code format, its own Lua-based API, and snippets coming from an LSP server. Cool. Here are some snippets that I found to be useful. Public access control, private access control, if statement, if let, if, yeah, some of these are kind of cool. Snippet guard. Another popular snippet plugin worth mentioning is UTSnips, which allows you to use inline Python while defining a snippet, allowing you to write some very powerful snippets. Swift development with neovim is a solid experience once everything is configured correctly. There are thousands of plugins for you to explore. This article gives you a solid foundation for building up your Swift development experience. Here are the files for this configuration in their final form. What is this? I kind of want to just copy all this just because of the how do I go to the beginning of the file? G vim jump. Wait, actually, I know how to jump. It's 0. Nice. So I want to do set number. I want to do 57. 57 dd. So I'm deleting everything. There we go. Paste everything. Okay. I'm just going to do this as well. This is different. It didn't tell me to do this part. Oh, here's the options. Whoa. Whoa. I didn't want it to add the comments, but okay. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, so now it actually gave me line numbers again. Oh, and it's relative. So I guess that's here. R and U, relative line numbers. So that's fine. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. This is not the same as the tutorial. They added extra stuff. Look, print, whatever. LSP attach. Yep. Lua snippets. And then here, they said nothing about the snippets folder. Thank you, dude. I I guess I'm supposed to assume that it's inside the plugins folder. If I can learn how to spell snippets. Okay, so I'm assuming it's there. We'll find out very shortly. It's not even. Look, wait. This format is just completely different. So, or maybe it's supposed to be an neovim. I'm gonna say it's an neovim because it doesn't make sense to be in here. If I can spell. Okay, snippets. So now we say neovim. I feel like it's hard to type in my keyboard all of a sudden. So we'll just add this for now. That's the end of the tutorial. Okay, I see how it's structured. Cool. At least you can see that. So B and then that. CD P and vim. Go to timer view because why not? So how do we do this? What if I did like do I need to load it again? Did I put in the wrong path? Maybe it needs to be in a function. Okay, this is not working. Pressing tab selects the next item. If you tab over a snippet, the snippet will expand. Maybe I put it in the wrong place. There's VS Code. It's gonna be a little bit easier doing this for now. I just want to move this into plugins. Alright, let's try again. Oh, actually, Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this is not working. Oh, that's cool. Wow, that's cool. I got auto completion. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so okay, so I might need to figure this out later. I'm doing something wrong with the snippets. What if we do this? Okay, so oh, check that out. Look, it's not loaded. What if I install them? What's with this cursor? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that. What if I update them? What if I install them? What if I debug? What if I install? What if I check them? What if I sync them? What if I update them? Why can't it install? Okay, I think I see. So when it said set up plugins, I'm actually setting up the plugins folder. UI. And then I don't know what the other ones are for. Right? But the weird part is the plugins folder is in Lua. So maybe, just maybe, what if plugins needs to be, snippets needs to be under Lua? I feel like it's too much typing for what I want to do still. It's probably like a lot less typing, but what did I just do? Nope. Why is it not loaded? Okay, well, I might have to debug that later. Well, that's a lot of a lot of setting up neovim. And I think there was a game by Primegen to help learn this. I mean, I didn't completely install everything correctly because some of the packages are still not loaded. Actually, why is this guy's not loaded? Also, they have like FCF. There's a lot of other plugins. I want to install more plugins. What is it called? Okay, neovim. Fugitive. I know that's a good one. But I want it for neovim. Okay, that's not here. Kickstart. Nerd font. Language setup if you want TypeScript. There you go, etc. See install recipes. Back up your previous configuration. Okay, it's weird because I started off on a Swift tutorial. At least I learned that there, inside of the .config, it looks for an init.lua. So that's good. There also seems to be a .local file. Wow, I guess .local just downloads stuff is what I'm guessing, which is fine. Can I keep my existing configuration? Yes. There's no Mac installation. That's interesting. The Primegen. Wow. That's cool. Follow. Dang. He has so many followers. Anime. Is this a bunch of anime? All my background images. Sites. What is this? Oh, that's cool. This guy's cool. He likes anime. But how big are these? Oh, man. Seriously, how big are these files? I might want to use some of these. Some of them maybe. Some of them not really. Vim be good. The one true Vim. You can use Docker, stable image. Cool, we could do that. Oh, that's cool. Wow, that's amazing. Maybe I'll try that out at some point. But for now, I feel like I should try to commit the dot files. I don't even know what this thing is. Update notifier. I feel like I shouldn't really need this. I don't really want it right now. So the ones I really want, let's go to source tree for now. Z oxide, yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. We're setting up the config folder, yep. And we are setting up all of these. So that's fine. Seems good to me. Yay, I'm actually backing up my configs. And be good. I do want fugitive. So you get programs. Git edit and git split. Vertical split, tab edit. G status. Ooh, does it get move? I feel like I should watch the Primegen's video again. What is this? Oh, there's so many plugins to learn and set up. So maybe that will be for a separate time. Okay, so we configured Swift, Fuzzy Finder. What else do I want? I need to learn Vim. I need to probably add more Vim, Tmux. I need to add more plugins so I can do more stuff without the mouse. Oh, this is helpful. would like to install AI commits and try it out. I do need to set up this. I like how they structure theirs. Mac OS. Set defaults. You know what would be cool? If I had this automatically install, not install, but like set up Dvorak. That would actually be really nice. Disable autocorrect, that's funny. Oh! Wait, this is actually useful. Kill affected applications for app. Kill all. Oh my goodness, this is actually very helpful. Oh, Xcode. Nope. What's this? I'm just looking at a random person's dot files. Also used by nearly all other geeks at that and the amazing Frederick. It contains the installation of some basic tools, some handy aliases and functions. Backup of settings are done via Macup. Keeping your application settings in sync. Cool. Oh, they're a company. Okay. Okay, so there's a... I feel like I have to do this another time, but there's a lot that I want to do to backup settings for specifically like Xcode. And I don't really need to do this now. Because ultimately, I guess for tonight, I'm basically kind of done setting up neovim for Swift. And I mean, it kind of works. So like if I did neovim, I still don't think I have the snippets set up properly. I don't know why. But it's like timer dot, no, not dot, view model. So let's say I go here and let's create a new function. So like I have autocomplete, see, blah. But I would like snippets. Oh wow, I can't use that. What if I did like, no, how about this? Oh, check it out. It knows that there's a WebSocket service dot. That's kind of cool, but I feel like it's just reading it from the current file, which is okay. Snippets would be nice to get up, but at least this is like a very basic, decent or okay initial configuration. Plus, we also have numbers, relative numbers, so that's kind of nice. I think I would like more highlighting, but the highlights are not too bad. What if I did this? Cool. Oops. Finance kit. What's that? Oh, and then I can do Shift K. I guess I can't really see more. So I guess using neovim seems a little bit limiting for now. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it for tonight because it is getting late. Yeah, we'll set up more neovim and Xcode stuff next time. Thanks for joining me on this adventure if you did. Let's see, gonna work on cars on Sunday, but I'll try to do more programming tomorrow, probably tomorrow night. That's the goal. All right, gonna go to bed. Night.